Getting ahead of people in this day and age is pretty easy. I mean, your competition, they're unhealthy, addicted to screens, and they put pineapple on their pizza. Yeah, you can get ahead. And I want you to get ahead because I am sick and tired of seeing ambitious people not go after their dreams because they think it's impossible, but it's not. Look, I went from working a job I hate it. Okay, I hate it. I went from that and from crying myself to sleep because I did not want to have to wake up to go to another draining shift. I went from that to working a job I love. How many people do you know who could say, I love what I do, I love this job? Not many people. I got me a job I love. I started a business and got clients. And I'm no longer going to bed sad. I go to bed happy and proud of myself and excited for another day. And now I want to share what I learned with you. I want to share what helped me go from down bad to up good in a relatively short amount of time. But first, I have to shatter this limiting belief you have that getting ahead is hard, because it's not. And the only way I'm going to be able to shatter this belief is to take you back to when that belief was shattered for me. I'm in a meeting at work and one of our office managers is about to read the notes from our last meeting. But the only problem is he can't read. No one knew until he opened up his mouth that he can't read. It was horrible, okay? It was so bad that my supervisor had to tell me to step up and save him. And so I came up and said, hey, don't worry, bro. I'll read these. I got you. And so I read it and we got through the procedure and the meeting went on. Now, as the meeting going on, I'm sitting there thinking, dog, that is insane. This dude who can't really read got an office manager job. And this is a job a lot of people wanted because it's good and it pays well. This is the best job I've ever had. And I remember back when my boss is hiring for positions, and I remember seeing all these applications flooding in, all these applications for that one spot. And this dude who can't even read beat out all those people and got the job. And I'm sitting there thinking, it really is easy to get ahead. And this isn't a dig at him. No, I'm so inspired by him. Because that man understood the one thing most people don't understand. And because he understood that it didn't matter that his skills weren't the best, his reading skills weren't great, that didn't matter because he did the thing most people don't do, and that got him ahead of 99% of people. Here's the truth. Getting ahead of 99% of people is not hard, okay? If a guy who could barely read was able to get a job everybody else wanted, what's stopping you from getting what you want? Honestly, what's stopping you? It might be because you don't know the one thing he knows, which leads us to another question. What does he know? What separated him from everybody else who applied to the job? What separated him and got him that position? Well, it's the same thing that would separate you and get you ahead of 99% of people. But before we dive into what that thing is, if you don't know who I am, my name is Faith, and my entire goal is to help you reach your goals and live your best life. Now, if you're serious about that, and you want to reach your goals, and you want to live your best life, keep watching this video, because I'm going to show you how to get ahead of 99% of people pretty easily right now. I am about to work at a chicken factory. And all I can imagine is the chicken heads I'm going to have to cut off, and the horrible smells I'm going to have to put up with, and the people I'm going to have to be around. And I don't want any of that. That's the very last thing I want. But over the past 3 months, I have been applying to every single job board in my town. I'm going on interviews left and right, but no one's calling me back. And I feel so stuck because my money's going low. I have bills popping up, and I know if I don't get money coming in soon, I'm going to be in a very, very bad position. Now I'm feeling this pressure, and I know that if I go down to the chicken factory in my town, they will take me that same day, and I'm desperate. I don't want to, but I have to. So the week of when I realize I'm going to have to be working at this factory, I tell myself, up until the day I walk into that building, I'm gonna enjoy as much time as I have, as much freedom as I have before I give it away, and I'm in the factory cutting off chicken heads. Like, I don't know what they do in there, but that's just what I imagine. Well, fortunately, it did not come to that, because as the days led up to me finally going into the factory, I got a call. And it was from a job I interviewed a few months back, asking me if I would work for him, if I would come in. And I said, yes. Right now, thank you, Lord. Please take me right now. Like, and even better, no drug test. I needed that. So I said, forget the chicken factory. I went over to this job and I start working there, and it's wonderful. It's a great time. I'm enjoying it. I get used to it, and I'm just, it's good. A couple months as I'm working this new job and I'm getting used to it, my boss comes up to me and we start talking about how he hired me. He looked me in the face and said, well, it wasn't hard to hire you. Only 3 people showed up and only 2 were qualified. Huh? Only 3 people showed what? That was insane to me, because I remember this job. And I remember when I looked at the job board, I saw a lot of people had applied to this job as well. And that's what made me discouraged, because I'm thinking, well, this is a good job with good pay. A lot of people want it. The competition is high. No way I'm going to get it, because I don't have experience in this field. No way I'm going to get it. But out of all the people who applied, 3 showed up. And that is what would separate you from 99% of people. Show up for what you want. Most people are not showing up. And that's what you do, you will reach your goals. But to show up, you've got to know, what are you showing up for? What is your goal? For me, my goal is to help you. When you know what your goal is, the next question is, what do you have to do? What are the 1 to 3 action steps you can take to get closer and closer and closer to your goals? To help you, the 3 things I gotta do: write scripts, film videos, edit them, and post. That's it. And so that's all I do. I show up consistently to this camera and speak, and my videos find you. So first, know your goal, know your action steps, and then the last thing is show up and do the action steps for a long amount of time. Because the average person, they struggle to be consistent, they struggle to know what they want, and they struggle to take action. But if you do those things, you will get ahead pretty fast, because no one is really doing that anymore. But what's the average person doing right now? What are they doing? Watching TV. They're watching TV. They're on their phone. They're eating foods that make them feel bad, and they're gossiping about things that don't really matter to them. That's what the average person is doing. They're showing up for the wrong things in life. And so what's that going to get them? Things you don't want, things you don't deserve, because you have the voice of ambition inside of you. You have greatness inside of you. There is a diamond that people don't have, but you have it. Which means if you pull that diamond out by showing up for the things that resonate with you, finding your purpose and diving into that, by taking the action steps you gotta take and doing it every single day, that diamond will come out and you will bring your greatness into this world, and everything around you will change. All because you're doing what most people aren't doing. And you deserve that. You deserve to live the life of your dreams. Don't ever put limitations on yourself. Don't ever think that what you want is out of reach. You wanna know how to get where you wanna go? It's how you eat an elephant. By taking one small bite at a time, consistently, until you've eaten the elephant, or in your case, until you reach your goals. Which you can do. You can. I believe in you. I say it every single video because I do. Start believing in yourself. Get crystal clear about what you want. What is the goal that will get you ahead of people? What are the action steps you can take? And once you know that, take them. If you're serious about reaching your goals, if you want to change your life and stop letting your potential waste away and letting your ambition waste away, I want you to go down to the first link in my description and click that. I will see you there. But regardless, you've got this. And I believe in you.